Welcome to another great episode of the Darren Green Show. I am your host, Darren Green. Okay, it's just me. I don't know what episode this is. You know, I do so many episodes, shot. I'll probably find out by the time I'll post this out to all the places and all the areas that need to be posted. Okay, so yeah, this is a new episode, and it's just me. Ama is sick. She is having, I think she has like a stomach virus or something like that. She told me that last night, which I was like, oh my goodness, like, you know, things happen, and the show must go on. And there's still some topics that I wanted to talk about. I was apprehensive of actually doing a show by myself, but I mean, girl, I could do it. I could do this. Okay. And there was some topics that I was going to just put out separately, but I just think that they're so connected this time around, connected to each other and also connected to what I'm going through, that it just makes sense to just put it all in an ensemble on a podcast episode. So, and yeah, we need to put out some more content. Okay. We definitely, the podcast has to continue, and I'm going to give you guys a good show and really be vulnerable and talk a lot more about what's been going on. I guess we can just go right into the week report for me, which is, it's same old. I work, I go home, I write stuff down for content, or I do lives or TikToks and stuff. It's the same old. But I have been, just to be very, what's the word? Open and honest and transparent. There we go. I was looking for that word, y'all. I have been a little depressed, right? And it's strange that it starts now, right? I'm a YouTube partner. I'm getting all this, starting to get paid from a lot of these apps as far as Instagram. And Instagram is going through their whole little thing with their bonuses that they're trying to start off. Yeah. All these little starters that they're doing to help content creators get paid, child, and we getting paid dust. We got TikTok. Don't even know if it's going to get banned or not, child. TikTok is literally the reason why I have a platform today, a little bit of a platform today. And the Biden administration wants to snap that away. And, it's just a lot. Like, me being a YouTube partner was like such an amazing thing. And it was like I was on cloud nine. But reality sinks in, okay? And the algorithm is algorithming, okay? And it really didn't put me in the best light for the past couple weeks. And that's probably why you haven't seen me, because before I was a YouTube partner, child, I was doing live 3 times a week. And I was, pushing out content as fast as I could. I feel like I didn't notice how much I was like stretching myself thin, because I was doing all these topics, I was doing reality TV stuff, and it was getting pretty good reception. And it just kind of went to a halt, because I'm over here, I'm posting stuff and I'm not getting, and it's not about the numbers, right? I want to make that very clear. It's not about the numbers. I'm not out here to make thousands of views. I'm not expecting to make those views right now. I'm still fairly new. I'm still fairly a smaller creator, but it's just like, I've been doing this for 5 years. Like, I know things weren't going to be simple and easier once I became like this YouTube partner, but you think you've been working on this thing for 5 years, literally building a platform. You would think the same numbers that you were making should be the same, but no, I mean, I either experience high highs or low lows. And when it's low, it stay low for a little bit. And I think it has all to do with the algorithm. When I say this, I'm not blaming nobody that really takes the time to actually watch my content. You get what I'm saying? To the people that really do that, it's not about y'all. Even the people that, come in when they come in, it's not really about y'all at all. Because I was on lives and people will come into my live 40 minutes into my live, first of all, saying that they just got notified. And me, I don't stay live that long. I'm not one of those people that be on lives for 2 hours, right? After 45 minutes, I done got through most of my topics and I'm ready to see y'all later. Y'all gonna have to watch the replay. Like, it's just a game. It really is. I remember somebody said this to me one time too. It's like social media is such a game. Like, you put something out there, hopefully it catches, and sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And it's all like somebody behind the scenes picking which stuff to be pushed out. I don't even know if this video will do well, but you know, at the end of the day, I'm doing it because I want to, and I want to reach some people. I'm going to have a conversation. So yeah, that's just what I've been going through. And from this, I've learned to pace myself too, because I will spread myself thin. I will do a lot and not really get the perception that I want. And also just feel drained and feel like, well, is this topic even worth talking about? Or should I be really addressing this? I mean, I don't know. So like I said, I'm going to start pacing myself. The lives are still happening. We are still doing the Let's Chat lives. I love doing that with y'all because it's so interactive, and like the energy is all in the chat too, the people that come on. And thank you to my regulars, Tracy Hay. I think Quintessential is also another one that comes on here. If I'm missing your names, I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm bad with names, but thank y'all so much for just like coming on to the lives and interacting with me and helping me like garner the views that I've been getting. But it is hard out here. Okay. It is definitely hard, and it's definitely wear and tear on my self-esteem. Like when it comes to, you know, wanting to, and look, here's the thing. Like I said before, it's not about the numbers, but you know, you put in work, you expect some type of numbers to come back. You get what I'm saying? And that's anybody that does content creating, and people that are watching this that also are a content creator. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I've had many conversations with creators on YouTube, on TikTok, all of them. Like it is really just a lot. It's a lot. So I'm going to be pacing myself. And you're going to get the content when you're going to get the content. And hopefully things will do well for me. Okay. Now, anyway, you already know when it's just me, I like to just get into the topic. So I'm not sure how long this podcast will actually be, but I do have some topics on the roster that I want to get into. And I'll just list them out before, you know, just so I let y'all know what we're going to be talking about today. So definitely Roach further explaining why he quit fashion. Then we'll get into what else we got on here. Blac Chyna reducing her cosmetic surgeries. That happened throughout the week. And it was a very interesting conversation that I wanted to bring up, and how Tokyo Tony is still being Tokyo Tony, child. Chloe Bailey and her being in the news, child, with that Amazon series, child. I need to start watching it, first of all. And her giving out this cover art that people are calling lackluster, but we'll get into it. Lil Nas X unreleased. He shares unreleased music with Saucy Santana, which I liked the song. We'll get into it. And then Florida with a new bill, and everyone is now up in arms about. We'll get into all those topics and maybe more if I find something on Instagram that I like, that I find interesting. So Roach, let's get into him. He is the first person on the docket. Okay, because first of all, earlier this week, I think it was like the day after the Oscars after party, and he did a lot of people that night. That, when I tell you, he is a beast when it comes to like this fashion. And my first experience with him, I never met him before. Let's be very clear. But I seen him on Legendary, and I thought he was a funny host. I thought that he was a little bit hard on some of the contestants, but now I understand where that comes from. And he was out there to protect them, and he put some respect on Law. Like I said on my live, put some respect on Law. Okay, he done found I'm a new fan, and I'm here for everything that he had to say with this interview with The Cut. Now, he sat down with The Cut to explain further about him retiring fashion. Well, for starters, he isn't quitting fashion, but he's basically done with styling celebrities. Okay, he said in quotes, I'm not retiring from fashion because I love it so much, but styling in the way that I've been servicing other people, I'm retiring from that. Okay, and let me just tell you something. These celebrities are entitled. They are entitled. They want it now. They think that because I'm working with you and because we're doing this collaboration, this is going to give you all types of work. So they feel entitled to be like, I want it now. I want the outfits and I want the stuff now. He's like, look, I'm doing multiple stuff. It's like when you look at because he posts all of his stuff on Instagram. He did a lot of people's stuff. Okay. And at the end of the day, you're going to get it when you're going to get it. Now, he talks more in depth about what happened. He talks more in depth about what happened that led up to his quitting. Now, I'm going to read a snippet, not a snippet, but like a portion of the article, because I can't just show a picture of it because this is going to be on the podcast too. So I'm just going to read this excerpt. If you want to read the full article, I'll link it in the description. Now, he said, last week for us, Oscars week and building up to the Vanity Fair Oscar party is some of the most stressful times in the world. And I've always been a stylist and did multiple clients, so I'm trying to prepare for multiple clients that week. And I had a lot of pressure because Meg Thee Stallion, it was her first time coming back and anybody seeing her since the trial, true story. And so that was a lot of pressure, because I wanted to make her feel secure and comfortable and make her feel and look as perfect as possible so she can have the strength that she needs to do what she needs to do. So that morning I got a call from one of my clients, and it was her publicist, and somebody from a brand that I was supposed to do a project with. And I found myself on the phone with these three women, and I felt like I was defending myself because the one woman from the brand was like, oh, he's not communicating. You're not going to have a dress and all these things. And it was just a lot of things that were not true. And that's how we lose clients as stylists. Somebody from a brand will say something to a publicist, and the publicist will say something to the client, and then things go from there. I thought I had a really strong relationship with this client, and I thought that she knew that my goal was always to protect my clients. At that moment, I just didn't feel like I was being protected because there's no one who can ever say that they worked with me and I didn't pull my whole heart and soul into them, or that I left them hanging. It never happened. No one can ever say that about me. And I was like, okay, yeah, whatever. We'll do whatever. We'll work it out. And then I got off the phone and I was like, I'm literally depleted from the whole day. I'm an extreme empath and I give everything to the point after that night. And I could barely finish a sentence. I had given so much. The call was very early, and to the next day of the Oscars, after the Oscars, client was one of the clients that I addressed that night. It was just like I got off the phone and I felt like I'm fighting. I'm still defending myself. And one thing people who work with me also know is that I don't like to be managed or feel like I'm being chastised. That just doesn't work for me or my personality, and especially when I feel like I'm giving so much. Okay, so that's what he said. Like I said, the full article will probably be in the description. And I feel him. Okay, I feel him to a certain extent of being chastised and being micromanaged. I think a lot of people with any job, okay, has these same situations where they feel like they're being chastised, they feel like they're being micromanaged, and it's kind of affecting the work, whether that be something that you're working on, your passion, or, working a regular 9 to 5. Because I've definitely, when he said that, I definitely was like, okay, me working a regular ass job that I don't really care about, and I'm over here trying to do what I need to do so I can get paid, and I'm being chastised, and it's affecting my work. It's affecting my whole aura. Okay, I'm an empath as well. I'm not sure what sign he is, but he gives very much Libra energy. Somebody tell me in the comments if you're on YouTube, like, what sign is he? Now, he briefly talked about the incident that happened with the seat arrangement at the Paris Fashion Week with Louis Vuitton or whatever. And he basically said that it was a misunderstanding, and he thought that his seat was where it was supposed to be, next to Zendaya. And Zendaya turning around and pointing to a chair, she was pointing to somebody else's seat. Like, she was saying, oh, that's so-and-so seat. It wasn't a big deal. A lot of people thought that it had something to do with that, and if you've seen my TikToks, okay, from the very beginning, I said, y'all want to point it to that situation? No, I think that there's something else going on. I think there's something underlying. It's powers that be, or whatever the case is, that is compelling him to quit or retire. Like, that's what I said, and that's exactly what had happened. Okay, it has all to do with him being chastised. It has all to do with shady politics. He goes in, like I said, the whole article goes in on the whole shady politics deal. They get to talk about Louis Vuitton and all that, and all the politics with that. I really don't want to talk about that, right? I don't want to talk about like who exactly is the culprit. And a lot of people are having the conversation like, well, which client was he talking about? Like with the whole situation. I think to me, it doesn't matter who he was talking about. I know like there were some people that were saying, oh, he's talking about Meg, or he's talking about, pointing out, because good luck doing that, because he worked on a lot of people that night. So everybody pointing fingers. I'm like, good luck. We'll probably never find out. I don't really care about that topic. What I care about is people saying that he was doing a tantrum, right? And it's coming from people with regular jobs. And I don't mean to say that in a condescending way, right? Because I have a regular job. Let's be very clear. This does not pay the bills. And I understand where they're coming from in that point, saying that, oh, he's just throwing a tantrum. You need to do what you need to do. This is a job, because that's what we do, right? That's what people that got the regular 9-to-5s that clock in and all that. That's what we do. Like, we literally give our all to these people that we really don't care about, but we do it so that we can keep our jobs, so that we can pay our bills and this, that, and the third. And it's definitely understandable in certain circumstances. Like when you need this job to survive, got you. But at some point, we all should put our foot down in this point. And I'm not saying quit or retire or do it, because some people can't do that, right? A lot of us can't do that. But putting your foot down and saying, this is what I'm not going to do. I started practicing that with my jobs. I'm like, let me tell you something. I'm giving your asses 40 hours a week. You best to believe I'm going to get the weekends off. You best to believe I'm not going to come in and I'm not going to stay from 9 to freaking 9 p.m. No, that's not. And I think that's what he was doing. He was putting his foot down. And I think because we're so conditioned to, stay at this job and do everything that they say, no matter what, if it affects our mental health or our freaking physical health. It was, for some cases, some people that have those jobs that's like, you got to get up and move, like especially like Amazon. Like, no, you put your foot down and you say, you are not going to do this. And if they want to get rid of you, and if they give you pushback for this, then so be it. There's millions of jobs. I wouldn't say millions of jobs, but there's a lot of jobs out here that's going to hire you. Because let me tell you something, if it's a job that you don't really care about, if it's not your career path type job, even if it is though, you can find something else. You can find something that fits your needs. Okay, let me just not steer y'all in the wrong directions. These jobs do not care about us. But you'll find other jobs that will appease to your needs. That's just what I'm saying. So I think he wasn't throwing a tantrum. I just think that he just was not going to be worked like a damn mule. He worked his way to get into this fashion industry. He really just doesn't seem like that could have been his goal and dream, to like style celebrities or whatever, right? But I don't know. He just seems the type to be a designer or something like that. I think that he can start like making clothes and start being like a Louis Vuitton. You get what I'm saying? So stuff like that. I think him doing celebrity clients was just like, something that was on the side. I was like, I'm getting a little check from this, and this is kind of looking good on the resume, so let me just keep on doing it. But I think him venturing out into other aspects of fashion is also a good thing too. Like, just because this may not work out for him, but he's going to always find a way to make money, like he said before. I definitely understand his plight, right? And chasing your passion and getting to the goal. I haven't got to the goal, right? Like I'm at the point, I guess I'm at the part where before he got to where he is, right? But getting to that first, okay, I'm here. I'm getting noticed and I'm getting the perception that I want. But then you getting obstacles. Like when you get to that level and then you start facing obstacles and shady politics, it just deters you from what you were fighting for. Like, I think that's what happened. I think that's what we're seeing. And I feel the same way. I mean, when you look at my journey into YouTube and being a content creator, like I've gotten like a lot of, like I've made the numbers, I've done the work, I'm qualified for being a YouTube artist, like I was talking earlier with the weekly notes. But then once you get there, I'm faced with the algorithm. You get what I'm saying? And and there's times where I do resent being a content creator, because it's like, oh my goodness, like I done did all this shit. I done did this shit for this many years, and I'm still getting these numbers. So I feel the same way. I definitely feel the same way. And like I said, just more over on him with the shady politics and being micromanaged by celebrities. You know, that can take a toll. And celebrities, the thing about, like he said in that article, like when a celebrity or their publisher or publicist say that you are difficult or you're not giving us the product that we need at a timely fashion, they'll go to other brands. They'll go to other celebrities and say, you know, this is the reputation is everything in this country. And when you have bad reputation, it will follow you and it can hinder you. It can stop your bag. It can do a lot of things. So that's why I'm saying, you know, I think that he doesn't ever want to be in a place where it's like, okay, you ain't going to sit there and affect what I got going on. Okay. Because I always deliver. And he does. And he does. Okay. So no. And to the part where I think people are starting to resent what they once loved. It's sad when that happens, right? Because you're doing something that you love and it's starting to really benefit you. You're starting to really make a profit off it. This is also like almost scary to me because I'm not at the point where he is, but I'm like climbing the ladder slowly. But like, what will happen when I get to that point? And I'm saying when because we are manifesting everything, right? When I get to that point, like, I just know I will face obstacles. I don't think that I will quit. Because I'm the type of person, and this is where me and Law differs, right? I'm the type of person, like, even though the shit is getting hard, you look how far you came. That's how I was with college. Like, I definitely contemplated dropping out plenty of times. But I was junior year. Girl, no. I say junior like I'm in high school, but I was like, with the third year? No. We done spent all this damn money, child. I'm going to see it through. So I think that's where we differ. I think I would see it through. I can't see myself actually doing that. But I can understand if somebody wants to, you know, change trajectory. I think that, like he said, he's not done with fashion. He is just going to do something else. I think he should be a designer. I think he should make his own damn clothes. Okay. And do other things. There's so many things that he can do. But the thing is, when you feed the demands of the machine, you kind of lose sight to what you're doing. And that's probably what happened with Law. Like, he lost sight in what he came here to do. And that was be a curator for fashion. Okay. And I think that's what I'm here to do. Like, I'm not here to just make numbers and push out content constantly just to feed the machine, right? I'm here to serve you guys. I'm here to entertain y'all. And yeah, that's why I felt like this topic was so like that. I like picking topics that I feel like, even though they're not like the popular topics, not what everyone is talking about, but it's something that I feel like in connection with. And yeah. So yeah, I'm here with Law. I'm a fan. We gonna look. I'm definitely gonna be following this person's career, indefinitely. And if there's anything new that come out, if the celebrity wants to sit there and out themselves and be like, well, I just feel like, then I guess I'll come back on here and I'll say something about it or whatever. But yeah, shout out to Law for his transparent. Like, he was very transparent because he ain't have to tell us nothing. Let's be clear. He ain't had to tell us a goddamn thing. Okay. All right. Now, Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna. Lord. Well, we got to get into her, right? So earlier this week, Blac Chyna told her fans that she had recently gone about reversing her cosmetic procedures, removing her face fillers and her breasts and gave herself a breast and butt reduction. For what reason? I don't know. I'm here for it. Because let's be clear, Blac Chyna, she was, when I tell y'all, child, the thing with the surgery, right? And I don't want to surgery shame nobody. Let's be very clear. I have nothing. I used to want to have surgery, child. I remember back when I was little, I wanted to get my nose done. Like, I felt like my nose was too big or whatever. Like, I wanted to get like a nose job, but not like Michael Jackson, like, or any of the other celebrities that be doing like 2-5, like several different nose jobs. No, I don't want to do that. But I thought I kind of like a little nose reduction or whatever. And then also like, definitely like a tummy tuck and all that. But I don't like surgery. Like I don't like the idea of like going under and being put to sleep and stuff. And I don't know. I just didn't like that. So I just wanted to lose weight gradually. But I don't really have any negative quarrels or anyone that wants to get work done, obviously. But it's when you do it excessively and then you start looking weird. Like you start looking like, ugh. Like it's just, that's when it's like, all right, you're doing a little bit too much, right? And I think that was the case for Blac Chyna for like a long time. And I think that she realized that, you know, hey, this ain't looking good. And I don't want to wait to get older to see how worse it's going to look. So let me just get this out now before it's too late. So I'm definitely for her. This is actually after the picture I'm showing y'all now. This is after the surgery. Now I have a comparison. So just look at that. And then right here, her with Tokyo Tony. We got to get into Tokyo. You notice that? You see the difference? Y'all see it? It's a big difference. You know, she looks more herself. She's beautiful. She's a beautiful girl. She was always cute. Like she was not an ugly child. I think that personality was a little, I think we working on the plastic surgery, but next has got to be the personality. We got to get that in order. And I think she's doing great. And I think that this is good for just like the younger generation that's very impressionable and thinking about getting this work done. And yes, celebrities can get work done and they have the resources to go to certain places where they're not going to get botched. But that's not the reality for somebody just saving up their McDonald's checks and just going to so-and-so down in their basement and getting some fillers in, getting some damn window putty up their damn cheeks. Okay. So I think that her doing this reversal surgery is really going to tell these girls, like, you know, girls, boys, whatever, because everyone is impressionable. Everybody's getting work done. Let's be very clear. Okay. Like that doesn't have to be the way. And if it is the way, make sure you get it done in moderation. Okay. Don't do too much. Now, my whole thing is with the fillers. I don't know why people want fillers, child. If anything, I don't want more things inside my face. You want your face to be like more slender and skinny. Like that's just what I feel. But I mean, the fillers, I just don't get the cheeks, honey. But like I said, she looks great. You know, this is definitely working for her. She looking real good. Okay, body's still together without the butt shots and without the breast implants. You know, I have friends that want to get work done, and I think that it's definitely normal to, it's something, I don't think it should be like, people should not be, what's the word? Clowned for, right? And the whole thing, oh no, be yourself, you know, oh God made you this way, and this and that, child, no. Look, there's nothing wrong with wanting to edit your body, okay? People do that when they want to lose. What's the difference between someone that works out and chooses to have like a more healthier diet so they can lose weight? I mean, there's no different. I mean, it's the more natural way of like looking more appealing or lean. But like some people just want to do, they work their money. They work their jobs and they saved up and they want to get surgery. What's the difference? Do it in moderation though. I will always say do it in moderation. Don't do it too much and get the right doctor, child. Don't be doing that shit down in somebody's basement. Don't be doing that shit. We ain't doing that. That is over. She had ass shots. Like, that is not okay. And I'm seeing people that say, oh my God, I want those too. Like, girl, no, you don't. And if you must get something done, get the implants. Okay. That's more healthier. But no, this stuff is, you know, listen, a lot of it is not healthy. But anyway, that's Blac Chyna. I did want to talk more, like her mom, that damn Tokyo, she got on her damn social. Where's this damn video at? And let me turn it up so y'all can hear it, child. Because I don't even remember. This is what she said.
Blac Chyna, this is so sweet. You're taking your butt shots out your face. Bitch. What? Who you? Really? Oh, we so proud of her to do that. Y'all some clowns.
Girl, it be your mom. It really be your family. It like, that be your first bullies. It don't make any sense. And I think that's why Blac Chyna is the type of person that she is, like, you know, because she has her sides too, and I think it comes right from her mother. And it's so unfortunate now that they have this tumultuous relationship, but it's all because of Tokyo. Tokyo is just really the problem. She is probably the reason why Blac Chyna got all this surgery, because her mom was probably bringing her down. I think parents need to really monitor themselves when they're talking to their kids, because stuff like this is not cute. This is not cute. It's giving very much jealousy. It's giving very much, it's definitely crying out for help, because obviously Blac Chyna and Tokyo are not in good spaces. They're not talking. So if they not talking, that means money ain't coming to her accounts. And I think that's what the problem is. I think that is definitely, she has cut her mother off. Okay. Relationship wise and monetary. Okay. And I think that's why she's acting out and she's doing all this stuff, talking about you're Illuminati, you're with this, or you're the devil. Girl, Tokyo, you with the devil. Okay. What is this? And what is this obsession with her with that? Like, oh, do y'all drink blood like the vampire? Girl. Looking how she looking. She look a goddamn mess. I can't stand Tokyo. Every time I see this girl, and they post her on all these damn sites all the time. At some point, it's just like she's not mentally here. Like, y'all, at this point, y'all using her mental status. Like, her mental state is just not there. But I'm here for Blac Chyna. I don't normally like Blac Chyna, but I think what she's doing is real positive. Even if it is for publicity, she's trying to find a new way to reinvent herself. This kind of serves a lot of things. And yeah, even if it is, don't really care, but glad that she's doing it. And she looks great. Let's look at the picture one more time, okay? Look, she looks phenomenal, okay? Anyway, what else is going on, child? What else is going on? So Chloe Bailey. Yeah, we gotta talk about her, because girl. Now, I didn't watch the show, so I don't have too much to say about the Swarm, the Amazon Prime's Swarm. I'm not sure what it's about. Let me share the screen, child. I'm not sure what it's about. Right? Like, cause is it about like a singer and like a fan that's like obsessed with her, and it's like about this, like, cause it's the Beehive, and I'm just like, is this like based off Beyonce or some shit? I don't know, but I'm definitely gonna watch it over the weekend. Probably after I get done with this podcast. But there is this scene, and I can't say it because it's I can't say the words, but there's a scene between Chloe and Damson Idris. Girl. Like, a lot of people said, like, my best friend, she was like, it's not even all that. Like, it's not like, girl, yes it is. Cause that moment I was like, oh, Chloe, what's going on? What, girl? Yes, she is. They had like a little scene, and it was everything, but it was kind of weird too. Cause like the girl that's in the middle of this picture right here, she was like, she was like looking at them as they was having. So I'm like, what type of menage a trois situation is going on here? Like, I gotta watch this show. My mom started watching it, child. I'm not gonna watch it with her, cause see, I'm the type of person, I'm the type to watch it, right? Like, I like to watch my stuff like one at a time. Like, I watch 2 episodes in one day. Okay, I'm gonna go back and watch it like the next day. She wanna watch the whole series in a day. I can't do that. So I'm gonna watch it on my own accords. And I'm gonna definitely tell y'all what it gives. Okay, we'll probably, because I want to do like a segment with Ama, where we talk about like shows and films and stuff like that, like a little segment on the podcast. I'm trying to figure out how to piece that together, but I'll definitely tell y'all what I think about it next episode. But yeah, Chloe's in it. I think she really should, like, and I'm not saying she shouldn't do music, right? Because they was coming for her ass, because they said to her album cover look a little lackluster, child. Look, take a look at this, child. Hold on. This her album cover, child. And she made like this little statement. I don't know. I mean, I think people should hold their reactions to In Pieces until the damn album drops. I can't stand people that they got these preconceived notions of, oh, girl, the album cover gonna be lackluster, the music part not gonna be good. Like, girl, shut up. I'm so sick. This is nice. I mean, this is it's giving In Pieces. Okay, she got her heart out. Okay, the boob is red. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely, it doesn't look like an album cover, but I mean, look, hey, things will be different once the music come out. I'm very, oh, look at Damson. He gonna sit there and comment on there. I just noticed that too. Yes, your fine ass. Anyway, but I don't know. I think that this is gonna be a good album. I think that people need to just let the music speak for itself, and she's going to be okay. But if the music doesn't work out, Chloe, I really think you should do acting, because, honey, girl, that was that scene on there, child. And I've seen her in other stuff as well. Like, I seen her in other clips from this show. You know, Chloe really could dominate in acting. You know, just saying, if things don't work out with music, just saying, just throwing it out there. Okay, not saying that you should do anything. Yeah, but that's Chloe, child. Now, my other topic, I want to talk about Lil Nas X. This was definitely like a rushed topic, and I don't have much to say, right? So he unveils an unreleased song that him and Saucy Santana did at the Lollapalooza concert or whatever. I think that this was like recent. I'm not going to play any of the music because I don't know how YouTube is going to be after that, right? I don't know. But it sounds good. I love the song. I love this little dance number that he's doing here that you guys are watching. And his background dances are so fine. But we're starting to have the he's not being himself conversation. And I thought I told y'all this episodes ago, child. I need y'all to let this man evolve. And this almost goes into the Chloe conversation as well. I need y'all to let these artists evolve. Now, for Lil Nas X in particular, yes, because I seen something on Twitter where he was like, well, you know, I feel like he's either not gay or he's playing up to his femininity a little bit too much and it's not looking natural. Not looking natural. Oh my goodness, if I had a damn dollar for every time y'all sit there and say this crap, and y'all don't have no nuance when y'all say it, y'all have no explanations or no examples, nothing, no 3-tier thesis on why you think that he's not being himself. If anything, I think he's finding himself. He's clearly a butch queen. Okay. And a butch queen knows the process of figuring out that you were a butch queen. Okay. Because when I came out, it was very much, I thought that, you know, I was very feminine. I was very like more flamboyant than what you're seeing here. Right. Until I found out that there's a happy medium. Like I have a little bit of a masculine side and maybe a little bit more of a feminine side. And it's kind of balanced. Okay. Before I was just completely feminine. I'm talking like rolling necks and popping my gums and all this other stuff, right? I think he's really finding himself. He came out to the world. He didn't come out, like he came out to his family like before coming out to the world. So I think that he's still trying to find himself as an artist and also as a person in the queer community. So we go through these phases. Okay, and I think that he'll probably find the way. And I also think that it could be part of it is his team and his people saying, okay, you're a gay artist, you need to look the part. Which if that's the case, then that's a problem because, you know, we need to let these artists be who they are and you know, branch out into their own personality and whatever the case is. I think he's having fun. He looks like he's having fun. He's doing music that he wants to do. The song is good. I can't wait for it to release. I'm going to be putting it on my damn phone, okay? And I don't really get into the twerk music, but this is giving, okay? I wish I could play it, but I can't. And he's just having fun. I think we just need to just like let this shit go. Like, and I see people in the comments like, oh my goodness, this is weird. Kids, bringing up the kids and all this other stuff. You know where I'm under. I'm under the shade room, child. They always want to sit there and talk about that. I'm like, girl, if y'all haven't barred your kids from listening to Lil Nas X at this point, girl, I'm going to start looking at y'all like y'all funny. Okay. Anyway, leave Lil Nas X alone, and we're going to move on from that. One last topic that I wanted to get to, you know, it's got to be the last topic, you know, when we start to talk about these politics, but at some point we got to just start I got to start calling out hypocrisies. But case in point, we'll get into it. So a Florida bill seeks to prohibit discussion of periods by young girls in schools. Florida is the same state that's trying to get a lot of these anti-transgender laws, anti-gay laws, anti-black laws as well, because they're literally trying to get rid of like not HBCU, but like black programs like the Divine Nine and other like race and gender study classes. Like they're taking the funding from them. They're getting rid of them. Right. So now Florida Republicans are pushing a series of bills for gender and diversity that are set to become law, including the sexual health bill proposed by the GOP lawmaker DeSantis, or whoever the hell that is. The bill will prohibit girls from discussing their menstrual cycles in school, prompting criticism from feminist advocates during a hearing. A state rep, Ashley Garnett, questioned McLean on whether the proposed legislation will prohibit young girls from discussing their periods in school, to which he responded that later clarified that his bill would not intend to punish girls who approach teachers with questions about their cycle despite blowback. So, I mean, they're backtracking. They're trying to sit there, but basically they're saying that the girls can't talk about their periods in school. For what reason, I don't know. I think that this is erasure. I think that this is like a way for people, this is conservative at its finest. This is how the conservatives are, right? They want to erase any type of otherism, right? Any type of thing that's like not natural in their eyes, or things that shouldn't be talked about in schools, because they think that it's grooming and they think that all these other crazy things. Now, my point is, when they was doing all this shit to the drags and trans people in Florida, ain't nobody said nothing. But now this done happened. And this is exactly what I said. Y'all gonna sit there and not fight for something because it doesn't have nothing to do with what you got going on. But when it does, it's all problems. Because I'm looking at these comments right now, and people are wilding. People are saying, oh my goodness, like this is crazy. Like y'all need to stop this. Yeah, bruh. We been needed to stop this. Okay, y'all let them sit there and run amok over there at Florida. I'm not setting foot in that damn state. Too red. It's too red. I don't know. I think I might lose my rights instantly if I walk on the damn grounds of Florida. It's crazy out here. And it's just, it's bad. I hate it. I hate that this is happening. I hate that there's I really feel bad for the kids that has to live in a state like that. And it's what can you do? The part that kind of worries me, because okay, this is happening in Florida. I'm in Jersey. And Jersey's is a blue state, right? But they will try to find ways that DeSatan, like what's her name? Amanda Seale said, DeSantis, DeSatan. He is trying to get these laws across the country. And we have to continue to fight the good fight to evade that. I'm telling y'all now it done happened to people in the LGBT community. They're starting to target them. Well, now they're starting to target women. And now they're starting to target black people. So what's the game plan? I don't know. Tell me what y'all think about it in the comments. And that's it for this show. I'm gonna get out here. We had a good run, 46 minutes. I'm happy with those numbers. Wanted to give you a good long show. And I will be back next week to talk about some more topics. You already know what it is, okay? And you have a good one. And I'll be out of here. I don't know what I was doing, giving y'all the peace sign. All right, y'all. Talk to y'all later.